Well, hello my lovely crafters. As you can see, I have yarn and one of those shark mop dust thingies sitting in front of me. So I feel like I'm about to do like an infomercial. It's gonna be like, you need to buy this product, but actually I'm not. Today's gonna be kind of like a little bit of everything. It's gonna be a tutorial. It's gonna be just life advice. I don't know, life advice? I don't know if life advice is the right thing. Just some like creativity fun stuff. And then it's also going to be a little bit about introducing a topic. So, we'll start with introducing the topic. Today's topic is yarn bombing. And if you don't know what yarn bombing is, Google it. It's super cool. So, I've never yarn bombed on like a big scale. I've never yarn bombed a public space because I just haven't. But I have yarn bombed some things in my house. I have a lamp in my bedroom behind this sheet that's hanging up in my bedroom. I've got a lamp that the pole is just a gray, you know, kind of boring, but then we yarn bombed it by crocheting a green tube onto it. So it's really cool because it looks like a vine or something, and then we attached flowers on it, which actually the flowers aren't on it right now, but we need to get those reattached. So I'll show some pictures of those. It might be on screen now. It depends on how I edit this video. Maybe you're looking at it right now. Hopefully you are. So that's something I've yarn bombed. But yarn bombing doesn't have to just be to give things like a character or decorative look. You can actually yarn bomb things, some very practical things. So that is why I have the shark here with me today, which is actually a great product. My mom loves it. I like it because it makes mopping way easier. But I'm not here to talk today about the shark. I'm here to talk about a problem she had. So you can see the handle here. Ignore the crochet thing on it. It's kind of plasticky. And my mom leans it up in the laundry room against the windowsill. But what happens is this handle, it sticks on the windowsill. I don't know if it's the handle's fault or if it's because of the kind of paint. But anyways, it leans there and then it starts peeling paint off the wall. Because it like sits there and then for whatever reason the paint sticks to it and then you pick it up and it peels paint off the wall. So my mom obviously was not very happy with that because moms generally don't like paint coming off of stuff. So she asked me to crochet a little handle cover on it. Ta-da! Oh, it's beautiful! Wow, look at it! So that's the handle cover I crocheted so that way now when she leans it against the wall, there's this nice yarn to protect it from peeling the paint off. And then also, if she doesn't want to hang onto the handle while she's crocheting, it's small enough that she can move it out of the way and mop, or I can mop if she makes me mop. And then you just pull it back out and lean it against the wall like this. So it is awesome. So that's a practical yarn bombing. So I guess we've covered yarn bombing. I've given you a little bit of, I guess that was my life advice I was talking about. What I'm trying to say is you can be creative with yarn bombing. It has some practical applications. So now that I've gotten those out of the way, let's look at the pattern itself for making this handle. And also I'll show you something while I've got it out. You can see it's got this really cool texture. I'm going to teach you how to crochet cables today, so don't freak out. All you need to know how to do is front post and back post double crochet. If you don't know how to do those, I'll put a link up and you can go watch those and learn those. They're really not hard. They sound confusing, but they're not bad. But I'm going to show you all the steps for crocheting a handle like this if you want to put it on your shark. But if you don't want to actually learn how to crochet the shark handle cover, you can at least learn how to crochet this cable. So let's get started. So today I'm using this nice gray red heart yarn. I'll put the link below. This ball is actually really soft. I love it. And I'm using a size H hook by Boy. I don't know why, but H hooks seem to be one of my favorites right now. So we start with a slip knot and then chain 13. Now that we've got our chain, we're going to turn it. We'll let the first 3 stitches count as a double crochet, and then we're going to work an actual double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And then just double crochet across. If you count the 3 turning chain as your first double crochet, you'll end up with 11 double crochet after this row. Now that I'm at the end of my first row, I'm going to chain 3. It's going to count as my first double crochet, turn, and then I'm going to work my first double crochet right here. And now here is where things get fun. So this is going to be the front side of the pattern. This is where this is the side the cables are going to be worked on. So I'm going to first work a front post double crochet, except I'm not going to work it in this next stitch. I'm going to work it in the stitch following. So I'm not going to come around here, but I'm going to come around right here. Work a front post double crochet. So you can see we've left this gap here of this stitch. So I'm going to work a second front post double crochet in that stitch, and when we do this, it's going to cause these two double crochets to cross over each other. So you can start to see it forming like that. And then I'm going to work 3 double crochet just like normal. So if you want to look from the back, these are the 2 that I did front post double crochet in. So my next stitch is going to be worked right in here. And I'm just going to do a double crochet like normal right here.
So 1, 2, and 3.
So now that I'm here, I'm going to do one more of these cables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a front post double crochet, not around the next stitch, so not here, but around this one. So I'm really stretching it so you can see. I'm going to skip a spot and work a front post double crochet around the next post. And then that post that I skipped, I'm going to come back and work a front post double crochet right in there. And because I insert the hook in the stitches out of order, that's going to cause them to cross over like you can see them starting to do. And that's what's going to create the cable. So my last 2 spots, I'm going to just do a double crochet in each of them to even up my edge. And this cable pattern, it has 2 rows that you just keep repeating to create the pattern. So after you do row 1, which is just the double crochet, the row we just completed, that's the first row of the cable. So now we're going to do the second row of the cable, and then to keep making it bigger, you just keep repeating the 2. So I'm going to chain 3 for my turning chain, turn my work, and work a double crochet right here, because I'm letting that turning chain count as my first double crochet. And now I want to continue creating the cables look. So if I work in the top of them just like normal, the cables won't pop out as much. So I actually want to do a back post double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to come around the top of this guy here. So even though this post, it connects further to the left than this one, I want to make sure I'm first going around the one that's on the top. So right there, and I'm going to work a back post double crochet. And then around the second one, I'm also going to work a back post double crochet. So make sure I'm coming in just around that one stitch. Here's what it'll look like from the other side. I'm going to go around here and work a back post double crochet like so. So when you flip it over, you can start to see that cool cable pattern forming, and you can see how it's really popping off of the work. And then in the next 3 double crochet, I'm just going to work a double crochet in each of them. And then I'm going to repeat the process, so we'll go even slower this time. So this is the one that's on the back because we're looking at the back side. So this one's on the back, there's that other one kind of behind it on the front side of the work. So I'm going to work my first back post double crochet around the one that's actually on the front side. So going around that guy, not around that guy, not quite yet. Work a back post double crochet. And then this one that was on the back, I'm going to also do a back post double crochet around him. So come from behind, and then towards me, and then back out the other side. So that way the hook is around this guy right here. And then work a back post double crochet. And then to finish the row off, I'm just going to work a double crochet in each of the next 2 spots. And that's all there is to this pattern. Watch the video a couple more times if you didn't get the hang of it the first time. But those last 2 rows I did, rows 2 and 3, you just repeat them as many times as you want to make your cables as tall as you want them to be. For the shark handle cover, I did a total of 9 rows. So I had my first row that was just normal double crochet, and then I did the pattern 4 times for a total of 9 rows. So there you go. I hope that today's projects inspired you and gave you a little bit of an idea of maybe something you can crochet around the house, and hopefully you were also able to master crocheting the cables. There's also lots of different kinds of cable patterns you can do. That's like the most basic way to do a cable. But if you guys want to see more cables, comment below and let me know. But as always, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, comment below. I want to hear those. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. It would make my little heart happy. I love each and every one of my subscribers. Thank you guys for following me. And I hope you all have a great week. Happy crafting! So I've seen a lot of videos about like what no one tells you about YouTubing. So I decided as my last little bit here, I'm going to tell you something no one tells you about YouTubing. And that is you do a lot of changing of shirts. Because I'm actually filming several videos today because I've got time because I'm off of school. Right now I'm wearing this red plaid top, and let me just tell you, the shorts I am wearing, first off, they do not match with red, and second of all, they do not match with plaid. So you do a lot of changing shirts. That's a little known YouTube secret. You should feel very knowledgeable now. You heard it straight from someone on the inside. Ooh.